God's chosen ones. God is speaking to you right now, and his message is clear. Stop ignoring his voice. Keep your mouth shut and listen, or you'll carry regret for what you miss. This isn't a casual nudge, it's a divine wake-up call. Your life is at a turning point, and the creator of the universe is asking for your attention. Something massive is coming, blessings, clarity, a path to your purpose. But only if you pause, stay silent, and hear what he's saying. Your heart already knows this is true. You feel it stirring. So, let's walk through this together and uncover what God is placing before you. Your spirit is restless because you've been running from his voice. Maybe you're busy chasing dreams, fixing problems, or drowning in the noise of this world. But God's voice isn't found in the chaos. It's in the stillness. Psalm 46:10 says, "Be still and know that I am God." When you quiet your mind, when you stop talking over him, you'll hear the truth that's been waiting. He's not asking for your perfection. He's asking for your presence. Right now, pause this video, hit that like button, and type 777 in the comments. That number carries divine completion, a signal to the universe that you're ready to listen. God's been trying to reach you, but your distractions are loud. Social media, endless plans, even your own thoughts, they're drowning out his whisper. Think about Elijah in 1 Kings 19. He didn't find God in the wind, the earthquake, or the fire. He found him in a gentle whisper. That's where your breakthrough is hiding, in the quiet moments you've been avoiding. You're chosen, not random. God didn't pick you by mistake. He sees your heart, your struggles, your dreams. But to step into his plan, you need to stop, listen, and trust his timing. Silence isn't weakness, it's power. When you keep your mouth shut, you're not surrendering, you're making room for God's wisdom. Proverbs 17:28 says, "Even a fool who keeps silent is considered wise." Your words, your complaints, your doubts, they can block the miracles waiting for you. God's saying, "I've got this, but you need to trust me." Look at Job. He questioned, he argued, but when God spoke, he fell silent and saw the bigger picture. Your life's puzzle pieces are about to align, but only if you let his voice guide you. You're standing at a crossroads. One path is your way, full of effort, noise, and regret. The other is God's way, clarity, peace, and purpose. Which will you choose? Right now, type 777 in the comments to declare you're choosing his path. This isn't just a comment, it's a commitment to align with his will. God's not asking you to figure it all out. He's asking you to listen. When you do, you'll see doors open that you didn't even know existed. Financial breakthroughs, restored relationships, health renewed. It's all waiting in his plan. The world wants you to keep talking, keep scrolling, keep stressing, but God's voice cuts through that noise. He's saying, "You're mine, and I've got something bigger for you." Think about Moses at the burning bush. He wasn't ready, wasn't perfect, but when he listened, God turned a shepherd into a leader of nations. You're no different. Your past, your mistakes, they don't disqualify you. God's calling you to something greater, but you've got to stop ignoring him. Silence your doubts and let his truth sink in. Your life isn't meant to be a cycle of struggle. God's plan is abundance, not lack. John 10:10 says, "I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." But abundance doesn't come from chasing. It comes from listening. When you hear God's voice, you'll know the next step. Maybe it's a new job, a bold move, or simply peace in your heart. Whatever it is, It's already yours if you'll just listen. Hit that subscribe button to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this journey. Stay with me, because this message is for you. God's been patient, but He's urgent now. He's saying, stop running, I'm right here. Every time you felt lost, every moment of pain, it's led you to this. You're not here by accident. Isaiah 30 minutes and 21 seconds promises, your ears shall hear a word behind you, saying, this is the way, walk in it. That word is speaking now. Type 777 in the comments to claim it. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the chatter in your mind. God's voice is clearer than you think, and it's calling you to rise. When you listen, you'll see signs, a conversation that sparks an idea, a door that opens unexpectedly, a peace that settles your soul. These aren't random, they're God's hand at work. Look at Samuel in 1 Samuel 3. He was just a boy, but when he learned to say, speak, Lord, for your servant hears, his life changed forever. You are no different. God's voice is personal, direct, and powerful. It's not a feeling, it's a direction. Stop ignoring it, or you'll miss the miracle meant for you. The enemy wants you distracted. He wants you talking, arguing, doubting anything to keep you from God's voice. But you're stronger than that. Ephesians 6:11 says, put on the full armor of God, so that you can stand against the devil's schemes. Your armor is your silence, your trust, your willingness to listen. When you do, the enemy's plans fall apart. You're not just anyone, you're chosen. God's voice is your weapon, and it's sharper than any sword. Use it. Listen now. Your life is a canvas, and God's the artist. Every stroke, every color, every detail, He's planned it. But you've got to stop painting over His work with your own ideas. Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Those plans are unfolding, but they require your attention. Stop the noise, stop the rush, keep your mouth shut, and let God speak. His voice will guide you to places you never imagined. Peace, purpose, and power. You've been through storms, haven't you? Times when you thought you wouldn't make it, but you're still here. That's not luck, that's God. Every trial was training. Every tear was preparation. Now He's calling you to listen, because the next chapter is bigger than anything you've seen. Type 7771 one last time in the comments to seal this moment. You're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a divine appointment. God's speaking. Are you listening? The world tells you to shout, to hustle, to prove yourself. But God says, be still. Your strength isn't in your noise, it's in your silence. When you listen, you'll hear His promises. Financial freedom, it's coming. Healing, it's yours. Purpose, it's already written. But you've got to stop ignoring Him. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. Let go of your plans and grab hold of His voice. It's time. God's not distant. He's not silent. You're the one who's been too loud. Your worries, your fears, your endless to-do lists, they're blocking His voice. But right now, you can change that. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe. Ask God, what do you want me to hear? He's already answering. Maybe it's a nudge to forgive someone. Maybe it's a call to step out in faith. Whatever it is, it's specific to you. Don't ignore it, or you'll regret missing what He's prepared. You're not ordinary, you're chosen. That's why God's voice is so persistent. He's not giving up on you, even when you've ignored Him. Look at Jonah. He ran from God's call, but God didn't let him go. The storm, the wailet, all brought him back to listen. Your storms have a purpose, too. They're pushing you to hear him. Don't wait for another wake-up call. Subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls and stay connected to this truth. God speaking now. Don't miss it. Silence is your superpower. When you quiet your heart, you tap into divine wisdom. James 1:19 says, "Be quick to hear, slow to speak." That's where your breakthrough lives. God's voice isn't a shout, it's a whisper that carries power. When you listen, you'll see your life shift debts paid, relationships restored, dreams revived. It's not magic, it's God's plan. But you've got to stop talking and start hearing. His voice is the key to everything you've been praying for. You're not here by chance. God led you to this moment because He's ready to move in your life. Isaiah 55:11 says, "My word that goes out from my mouth will not return to me empty." His voice is active, alive, and working for you right now. But you've got to meet Him halfway. Stop ignoring the signs. Stop brushing off that gut feeling. Keep your mouth shut and listen. The answers you need, the path you seek, it's all in His voice. Don't let regret steal what's yours. The enemy's greatest trick is keeping you too busy to hear God. Distraction is his weapon, but you're smarter than that. You're chosen. 2 Corinthians 10:5 says, "Take every thought captive to obey Christ." Start now. Silence the noise in your mind. Turn off the world's chatter. God's voice is clearer than you think, and it's speaking directly to you. When you listen, you'll see His hand move. Opportunities will appear. Peace will settle. Your purpose will unfold. It's time to stop ignoring Him. Your life is about to change, but only if you listen. God's not asking for much, just your attention. Think about Mary sitting at Jesus' feet in Luke 10:39. While Martha was busy, Mary chose to listen, and Jesus called it the better choice. Be like Mary. Stop the hustle. Sit still. Hear His voice. It's not about doing more, it's about hearing more. When you do, you'll step into a life of purpose, abundance, and joy. God is speaking. Are you ready to hear? Every moment you've ignored God has cost you something: missed opportunities, delayed blessings, unnecessary pain. But today that changes. His voice is calling you now louder than ever. Psalm 95:7 says, "Today, if you hear His voice, do not harden your hearts. Soften your heart. Quiet your mind. Let His words sink in. He's not here to judge you. He's here to guide you. The path to your breakthrough is paved with His voice. Stop running and start listening. God's voice isn't just words, it's power. It's the same voice that spoke the universe into existence. Genesis 1:2-3 says, "And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light." That same voice is speaking to you. It's creating something new in your life right now, but you've got to stop ignoring it. Silence your fears, silence your plans. Let His voice be the loudest thing you hear. When you do, you'll see miracles unfold. Things you thought were impossible will become real. You're chosen for a reason. God didn't pick you to struggle or fail. He picked you to shine. But shining starts with listening. Deuteronomy 28:1 says, "If you faithfully obey the voice of the Lord your God, all these blessings will come upon you." That's not a suggestion, it's a promise. Your blessings are tied to His voice. Stop talking over Him. Stop doubting. Keep your mouth shut and let Him lead. Your life is about to become a testimony of His power. The world is loud, but God's voice is louder if you choose to hear it. Right now, He's offering you clarity. He's offering you direction. He's offering you a future bigger than your dreams. But you've got to stop ignoring Him. Ecclesiastes 5:1 says, "Guard your steps when you go to the house of God. To draw near to listen is better than to offer the sacrifice of fools." Listening is your sacrifice. It's your act of faith. Do it now and watch what God does. You're not alone in this. Thousands of chosen ones are hearing this message, feeling this call. God's speaking to all of you, but it's personal. He knows your name. He knows your struggles. He knows your dreams. Jeremiah 33:3 says, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and will tell you great and hidden things that you have not known." That's His promise to you. Stop ignoring it. Keep your heart open. Keep your ears ready. His voice is about to change everything. The enemy wants you to think God's voice is distant, hard to hear. That's a lie. His voice is as close as your next breath. John 10:27 says, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me." You're His sheep. You're chosen. You can hear Him if you stop the noise. Silence your phone. Silence your worries. Let His voice wash over you. It's not about striving. It's about surrendering. When you listen, you'll find the peace you've been searching for. God's been waiting for this moment. Every step of your journey, every high, every low, has led you here. He's not angry that you've ignored Him. He's not giving up on you. He's calling you now louder than ever. Isaiah 65:24 says, "Before they call, I will answer. While they are yet speaking, I will hear." He's already answering you. All you need to do is listen. Keep your mouth shut. Let His voice guide you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Your life isn't meant to be a guessing game. God's voice is your map. Proverbs 16:9 says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." Stop trying to figure it out alone. Stop ignoring the one who knows the way. His voice is clear, direct, and full of love. When you listen, you'll see the path light up. Jobs, relationships, health, purpose. It's all there, waiting for you to hear Him. Don't let regret steal what's yours. Listen now. The world will keep shouting, but God's whisper is stronger. You're chosen, not because you're perfect, but because you're His. He's speaking to you right now, offering you a life of purpose, peace, and power. But you've got to stop ignoring Him. Psalm 32:8 says, "I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my eye upon you." That's His promise. Silence your heart. Open your ears. Let His voice lead you to the life you were born for. You've been running, but it's time to rest. God's voice is your safe place. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." Stop ignoring His invitation. Stop carrying the weight alone. Keep your mouth shut and listen. His voice will heal you, guide you, and lift you higher than you've ever been. You're chosen for this. You're ready for this. His voice is calling. Will you answer? God's voice isn't just guidance. It's a shield. When you listen, you're protected from the chaos trying to pull you under. Psalm 91:4 says, "He will cover you with His feathers, and under His wings you will find refuge." The world throws distractions, doubts, and fears at you, but His voice is your fortress. Stop ignoring it. Quiet your mind. Let His words wrap around you like armor. When you hear Him, no storm can shake you. No enemy can touch you. You're chosen, and His voice is your defense. The enemy thrives on your noise. Every time you overthink, argue, or chase control, you give him ground. But silence, that's your weapon. 1 Peter 5-8 warns your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. He can't devour you if you're listening to God. His voice drowns out the enemy's lies. It cuts through the fog of fear. Keep your mouth shut and let God speak. His words will scatter the darkness and light your path forward. You've been searching for answers, but they're already here. God's voice isn't hidden in some far-off place. It's in the quiet moments you've been skipping. Think of Daniel in the lion's den. He didn't panic or plead. He listened, trusted, and God shut the lions' mouths. Daniel 6:22 says, "My God sent his angel and shut the lions' mouths." That same power is speaking to you now. Stop ignoring it. Listen and watch your lions fall silent. Your purpose is tied to his voice. You're not wandering aimlessly. You're chosen for something specific. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand." Those works are waiting, but you won't find them in the noise. Stop talking over God. Stop rushing past his call. When you listen, he'll reveal the steps. A new career, a healed heart, a bold move. It's all there, ready for you to hear. His voice is your roadmap to destiny. The world wants you to believe you're not enough. It screams that you need more money, more status, more answers. But God's voice says you're already complete. Colossians 2:10 says, "In him you have been made complete." Stop ignoring that truth. Silence the lies telling you to strive harder. God's not asking for your hustle. He's asking for your trust. Keep your ears open and your heart still. His voice will remind you who you are, chosen, whole, and ready for greatness. You felt it, haven't you? That pulled to something bigger. That's God's voice tugging at your soul. It's not a coincidence. Acts 17:27 says, "He is not far from each one of us. He's close, speaking directly to you. But you've got to stop drowning him out with your plans, your worries, your noise. When you listen, you'll feel his presence like a fire in your bones. It's not just a feeling. It's a call to rise, to step into the life he's designed for you. God's voice doesn't just guide, it transforms. Chosen one, this message ends here. Come back tomorrow for another message.